All right, this one's for the Patreon supporters.
Oh, so I have to do another lap?
No, you don't have to do another lap. You just talk.
I want to do another lap, though. That's all I do is laps.
You do laps in an F-150.
Mm-hmm. It'd be fun. You can take it to an HPD event. They don't care.
I'm sure they wouldn't if you paid all the money. This thing wouldn't even. This thing would be like your Accord at Gingerman. It wouldn't even make it one lap.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I'm surprised it didn't make it one lap, but it doesn't. I guess the brakes. I didn't really think about.
I know, but one lap? Are you kidding me?
That's true. Where did it start to fade? Halfway through the lap, or what?
It's pretty going on to the backstretch area.
Oh, okay.
Whatever that is. Because we were on the extended track, too.
Yeah.
So I remember going into the last turn, whatever turn it is, I'm like, oh my god, there's no brake pedal.
And that car's got so much body roll, too. It's unbelievable.
Dude, I had a TL sway bar.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I was just waving everybody by. I'm like, come on, just go. I need to get in the pits. So I gotta drive it home. That's nuts. But even that, I mean, some of those Mustangs that were out there doing that, I mean, you can just smell the brakes burning up on those things.
Oh, yeah. The new Tangs are good. Their brakes are amazing. You can literally, if you have the performance pack, you don't have to even do pads on them.
Does it have carbon rotors, though?
No, it doesn't. They're just massive steel.
I don't want to hear about it. I only know about fancy brakes.
No, you don't.
I still can't believe it's an option on a Macan. Are you kidding me? Who would get those?
How much did you say they were?
$6,000 a piece.
For carbon brakes on the...
Each rotor is $6,000.
Is it Macan S or just any of them?
Probably the S.
That's great. How much is it to replace them?
It's $6,000 a piece.
Per rotor?
Yes.
That's for people that are just like, go to the dealer and they're like, oh, I got unlimited would you buy a Macan if you had unlimited money? Would you buy something else?
No, yes. I'd buy a Panamera. Hybrid. With green calipers.
Oh, God.
No, I don't know. I mean, because the lady called, how much for brakes? So I called the dealer and the guy's like, well, since you didn't have the full VIN, he's like, do you know if it has carbon brakes? I'm like, what the hell did you just ask me? He's like, no, I'm not kidding you. They really did come on that car. I'm like, no way.
That's stupid.
Well, it's stupid in general to put them on any street car. I think.
I agree. But most people that track their cars don't use carbon brakes.
Man, that looks sweet.
You like them bronze rims, don't you? So I talked about this on the regular video, but you would take a Toyota over a Chevy, a Dodge, and a Ford in terms of trucks.
Oh yeah, I just couldn't deal with looking at a Ford emblem every day, knowing I'm driving a Ford. God, just couldn't do it. That might be the best truck, but still Ford.
I feel like
that's like you getting an iPhone. You would never do it, even though it's the best phone in the world.
There is brand bias. I'm not gonna lie, but you would.
But I'm not really saying iPhone's the best phone in the world. Don't get too overwhelmed.
But would you really take a Chevy over this?
No.
Even though you're more Chevy biased.
No, I would not take a Chevy at all.
Okay.
Right now, they're horrible. They've been horrible for a long time. I can't believe anybody buys them. Because you're just supporting junk.
Yeah. That, like some of the stuff that you send me, like the Equinox, which you knew was junk to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But hearing all the problems with them, and like Jack, his girlfriend Karen, she's got an Equinox, and she's already had the engine rebuilt, the trans is going out, it's had the variable valve timing fuck up, all the stuff that goes wrong. And I joke around with them all the time that it was designed by high school interns, but it really does seem like that. Like the quality is just so bad on some, and they just don't care about it.
And they don't stand behind it either.
Right. What was the other stuff you were saying that they don't cover?
The engine, the oil consumption issues on the 5.3s.
What about the 3.6? You always complain about the 3.6.
I think it's just junk. That thing belongs as a freaking anchor for a boat or something.
It seems like there's a lot of Chevy stuff that's problematic, GM stuff that's problematic.
Uh-huh. I mean, going back and all the 3.4s and the whatever, 3.4 and what the hell was the other one?
Was it 2.8?
No,
or
the ones where the intake gaskets go back.
Oh, okay.
And Chevy wouldn't do anything about it. But yet, Felpro redesigned the intake gasket for them so it doesn't fail. But if you go to the dealer for an intake job, guess what gasket they're using? The non-updated one. Are you kidding me? It was a 3.4 and 3.1 maybe? I don't know. Then the 3.8, the stupid plastic intake manifold goes bad and eventually sucks antifreeze in and blows the motor up. We replaced more 3.8s than any motor out of anything since I've been there.
Were you talking about oil consumption from the cylinder deactivation or something else?
Who knows?
But don't they have a problem with the cylinder
Yeah, the
deactivation?
camshafts are breaking.
Well, what's the fix for that?
Put a camshaft in it and sell it. Hopefully it happened under warranty.
That's nuts. But GM by far is the worst that you see now that are used, right?
Oh, I wouldn't even touch one. One of our customers, they just bought an Equinox used, and something had a bad head gasket. The heater core was bad in it. It was an Equinox with 40,000 miles on it or something. I'm like, are you kidding me? Well, they bought it from A1 Auto Sales too, and I was like, why would you do that?
Wow.
And then what do they show up with? A Cruise. I'm like,
I just think that there's just some people that don't know any better, and it sucks because there's so much information out there, but I don't know that people know how to do like research on stuff. Do you think they just choose it because they don't know any better, or that's what they grew up with, or what?
Well, this person, for instance, they got the Equinox and found out all the stuff was wrong with it, and they were furious, so they went back to the dealership and raised the big stink. And the guy's like, I'll tell you what, I'll take the car back. You can have your choice of those two cars. And it was a Cruise and something else. And they took the Cruise, and they said, well, we would appreciate if you never came back here again.
Really? Well, at least they took it back.
Yeah, but then they gave him a Cruise. And the Cruise is a piece of junk. The Cruise is even worse. I mean,
is it?
Well, it doesn't need as much work as the other thing did, but it's run into the ground junk. They wouldn't give him any money back. I'm like, I don't know.
It's got to be hard. If you don't know anything.
But they know better to call us, and I would have said, hell no, don't buy either one of those cars. This thing keeps dying out, man. Hopefully, I don't know the new Fords, because again, we don't see them until they have higher miles on them, but hopefully they fix their spark plug issue.
Yeah, their spark plugs are, well, in these piles, they're totally different. So you would put GM last out of Ford, Dodge, and Toyota. You put Toyota first for trucks.
Right.
And then what's second?
Probably this.
I think I'd probably agree with you on that. I feel like I would lease this over the Toyota. But if I was going to buy it, I would definitely buy a Toyota over this. And then this second.
I died again. I got the clutch all the way in.
If this had a clutch, you know how much excitement there would be?
Do they even do that on manual cars?
What?
The auto stop?
Yeah, they sure do. When you push in the clutch, it restarts.
That'd be amazing.
The Bummer had it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And you could permanently disable it. It would just stay off once you hit the button. You never have to hit it again. Now I think you actually have to hit it every time you get in all the new ones.
Yeah, because they do it for freaking ratings. I think it rides, from what I remember, I think it rides better than the Toyotas.
It does. Yeah, it does ride better than Toyotas.
Let's jump it off the little ditch.
I took it into some fields by the shop. It's just, it's so weird. I know it's got to be difficult to design a suspension that's good on pavement and on the off-road stuff or under load. Like, you have so many things you have to check the box on.
Wow. That's a big, you hit that with a car, it feels like a car's going to fall apart.
Yeah. No, it does a good job. You can't get rid of the springiness factor, but I wonder if it would be better under load, like you talked about.
Oh, of course. That's what it's really made for.
Yeah.
To carry big loads. Do that.
God. Can you just get like a fake stock-on wheel? Just like attach a fake wheel to make it look like
I'm surprised it's not out there with some fake stick-on fenders.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a customer, he's got the twin turbo conversion on that, and he couldn't afford tires anymore, so he converted it to a single wheel axle, but he's still got the extended fenders. It looks ridiculous. But that's the one that's got like 1,200 horsepower or something like that. And the actual differential bent.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I think it was that, and he needed tires, and he's like, you know what, I just can't afford to keep throwing these, because he had like military grade whatever tires. They were 19.5-inch wheels. They weighed like 150 pounds a piece.
What a waste.
Oh man,
You can plug in your laptop.
how much can it tow?
Over 10,000.
Oh, what's this? Oh, it's that. I thought it had a screen for the back window.
No, it's not that fancy.
Is it? Oh, why do people want that?
That's like a $1,200 option or something, or even more, I think.
I mean, this is bad enough. I would get the truck tinted, and I would have this tinted.
I hate that. I hate moonroofs. The only good thing I like about them is now I can mount cameras to them.
Or, I mean, at nighttime, it's really the only time you want it open.
Yeah.
I mean, because where the hell is the button? I mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
it's like-
what is the point of that?
People like open air, the feeling that it's open.
I
You
know,
don't
but
feel
it doesn't do
claustrophobic.
when you do that, just crack it. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it creates more wind noise.
Right, it just makes noise.
Yeah.
And so people coming at you down the road, they can see you got a sunroof.
Well, I think it's partial there because they're like, well, we can just leave it open and cracked. If somebody's smoking, maybe, or vaping, you can vape out of it.
Oh, and that was around before that nonsense.
Yeah, true.
I mean, with my Accord, I would pull the freaking screen just to hear it. I always had it open. But also, I don't know, it's stupid.
Where the fuck is this gonna parallel park? There's no spot.
Should I put it in reverse and see what it's gonna do?
Yeah, probably hit the fucking VW.
Back right into the fuck.
I know, it's scary. You're gonna put it in the grass?
God damn. Yep, it's going in the grass. Oh yeah,
Great fucking job.
we got the checkered flag, bro.
Wow.
You should get
It just totally beached the
the left rear tires in the grass too.
Is it?
Yeah. Wow. That was amazing right there. Jeez. I mean, something like this, it is a little challenging to park once you get used to it. If you drive a truck like this every day, you can do it.
Yeah.
And most people who buy something like this aren't going to be scared it's a big vehicle. I mean, it uses a giant blind spot. You can't see nothing out of this
Yeah.
thing. Doesn't have paddles.
I don't know why it doesn't.
Really?
Dude, you got all these gears and you have a sport mode. Why not have patels?
Because some idiot's going to be towing 25,000 pounds with it and paddle shifting it, and all of a sudden hit first gear, the trailer's going to come through the truck.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Would you really paddle shift this thing? I know you would.
They put paddles on the Raptor. What they need to do is take the engine out of this and put it in the Raptor and tune it like it's supposed to be tuned. At like 450, 500 horsepower like they do with the Tang, and it would be the best truck.
I think they should put this motor into Focus.
Every Ford should have this motor, even the Escape, and then I would say the Escape's the best SUV.
Can you imagine that? That would have the problem like the Renegade had. Whoop, the back tire.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. It's not bad.
Did you see the controls on the side? The problem with them?
What? Only that one. Oh, yeah. Wait, this one goes...
That one goes in more, but that one comes out.
Oh, fuck you.
Please say a command.
Parallel park.
I didn't get that. You can say AM, FM, USB, navigation, Sirius, or travel link.
I'm
If the
serious
phone is
about
connected,
Fox
you can
News.
say, call, followed by the name of the contact.
Next is the Velar R Dynamic HSE.
Who makes it?
Who makes it? Well, why don't I tell you what engine's in it first? Maybe that'll tip you off. The color is Byron blue. The interior is light oyster ebony Windsor.
Ooh.
Performance and handling, 2-liter, turbocharged, 4-cylinder, diesel engine.
Fiat?
No. 180 horsepower, 317 pounds of torque. 8-speed automatic, permanent all-wheel drive with intelligent driveline dynamics.
Oh.
This is where it gets really good. All right. This should give it away. Torque vectoring by brake, TV, BB, adaptive dynamics, launch control, DSC, HLA, RSC, EBD, CBC, ETC, HDC, AEB, and ABS. And I'm not kidding.
Oh, that doesn't have SRS too?
No, I know they should put that in. Honestly, I know what 3/4 of those are, but I don't know what all those are, and I don't know why it's there, what all of that is.
Is it German?
It's a 2018 Range Rover Velar.
Oh, man.
This is the next generation.
But Range Rover no longer indicates it's the big bad one, right? You can have a little turd that's a Range Rover now?
Yeah. I think this is the successor to the
Evoque?
Posh Spice.
To the what?
Posh Spice.
The hell is that?
You don't know who Posh Spice is?
No.
Victoria Beckham.
That's what I said, the Evoque pile.
Yeah, the Evoque
You
pile.
said no.
No, I said it's I called it the Posh Spice mobile. Yeah, she had nothing to do with the Velar though.